In a quiet village surrounded by hills and green fields, there lived a young boy named Nate. Nate was a shepherd who took care of the village's sheep. He was known for playing tricks and telling stories that sometimes stretched the truth. The villagers found his antics amusing but sometimes sighed in mild annoyance. One sunny morning, as the sun painted the sky gold, Nate watched over his sheep. The day passed peacefully, with the sheep bleating softly and the village humming in the distance. As the sun began to set, Nate got restless. A mischievous grin crossed his face as he thought of a prank. What if I trick the villagers with a harmless joke? He wondered, his eyes sparkling with mischief. Nate's heart raced as he shouted, "Fox! Fox! There's a fox in the switch!" Hearing Nate's urgent cries, the villagers hurried to the switch with their tools. But when they arrived, there was no fox in sight. Nate stood there, chuckling to himself. The villagers, puzzled but amused, laughed and scolded him gently. "Nate, you rascal," they said playfully. "You shouldn't cry fox unless there really is one." Nate nodded, pleased that his prank had worked. He enjoyed the attention from the villagers. Weeks passed, and Nate kept playing tricks. Whenever he was bored, he would shout, "Fox!" Each time, the villagers would come running, but there was never a fox. They started shaking their heads and saying, "There goes Nate again." But one day, as Nate watched over his sheep, a real danger appeared. A star fox had come into the switch, eyeing the sheep hungrily. Nate's heart raced with fear. He realized that his tricks had made the villagers not trust him. Now, with a real fox approaching, his cries for help meant nothing. Panicking, Nate screamed, "Fox! Fox! There's a fox, and this time it's real." The villagers, used to Nate's pranks, heard him but didn't believe him. They thought it was another joke. As the fox came closer, Nate waved his arms and shouted desperately. But no one came to help. The fox attacked the sheep, satisfied with its meal. As the sun set, Nate sat among the scattered sheep, filled with regret. His tricks had cost him the villagers' trust and the lives of his sheep. The villagers arrived, worried and unsure. "Nate, is this another prank?" they asked cautiously. Tears welled up in Nate's eyes as he shook his head. "No, this time it's real. The fox came, and I cried for help, but you didn't believe me." The villagers looked at each other sadly, realizing their skepticism had led to tragedy. They mourned the loss of the sheep. In the days that followed, Nate learned a hard lesson about honesty and trust. He saw how his actions had consequences and understood the importance of telling the truth, especially when it mattered. The villagers also learned to be more careful but to listen carefully to real calls for help. Over time, Nate worked to earn back their trust through his actions and words. And as the village moved forward, the story of the boy who cried fox served as a reminder of the importance of honesty and the consequences of playing with trust.